So thank you all so much for being here. This is a wonderful day because we get to celebrate the Laser Lemon graduates. And these families in this class have had a long journey to get to this point, and the past 10 days has been quite exhausting. Even before this day, though, so much has happened to lead up to this point, not just with our families here that are graduating, but also the dogs. Here at Paws for Ability, we were founded in 1998, and since then we've placed over 2,000 service dog teams. And each team is really a testament to all of the people behind the mission, as well as the dogs that are part of that mission. So we're going to be meeting our families in just a little bit, hearing more about our volunteers and the people behind our mission, our donors and our staff. But I wanted to give you a little bit more insight into who Paws is as an organization. We are a nonprofit, and we exist to place service dogs with children and veterans in need. And so we have been known really around the country and around the world for specific types of dogs we place. And a lot of those dogs are search and rescue dogs, dogs that find children that are missing, medical alert type dogs, as well as mobility assistance and many other types of service dogs. So we're just so excited to have you here with us in the room and also watching online to celebrate these graduates. Each of these dogs, their journey started even before they were born. At Paws, we breed, raise, train, and place each one of these dogs. And so within our breeding program, we have the moms and dads of these dogs. And so they've passed behavior and medical clearances to be able to be part of our program that includes cardiology testing, ophthalmology, orthopedics, genetic testing, to be able to have each puppy that is born have the best chance possible and be able to make a life-changing difference for their partner. The dogs then go into our puppy enrichment program. So starting at just 3 days old, they start their training. Their eyes aren't even open at this point. And the training is around just these foundational skills around training, but also a lot of exposure. Being a service dog means you're exposed to a lot of things in your regular life. And so we want the dogs to know that that's a way of life and really build on confidence that working is fun. And so there's a lot of praise, toys, treats, things that are happening to help the dogs enjoy working because it's going to be part of their entire life's purpose. The dogs are then going out with our volunteers, and the volunteers are working with the dogs on manners, obedience, and a lot of that socialization as well, raising those little puppies from those early stages of potty training all the way up to they're ready for advanced training. So the volunteers really come alongside them to guide them through that journey and help them to be the great service dog that they are today. When the dogs enter into advanced training, our staff team of trainers work with the dogs on the specific skills that are unique to that placement. So at Paws, the dogs are custom trained, and that we have some dogs trained to do search and rescue and also prepared to go to school. Other dogs, they might be going in a medical alert type placement. So each dog is uniquely trained for the individual that is receiving them today, and also all of our placements. So the dogs complete their advanced training. They're ready for placement, and that leads us to our placement training class when their families come to learn how to handle their new service dogs, and then we have today. So a little bit of the program in a nutshell, but I wanted to take a moment to give you that kind of background insight, as well as invite our development director, Kaylin, up to share more about the people behind the mission.
Thanks, Jennifer. Congratulations again to the teams graduating today. Super excited to be here. Before we start calling you up to introduce yourselves, I would just like to take a moment to talk about the massive community that works behind the scenes to make days like today possible. Most people are surprised to learn that we have over 2,000 dedicated volunteers who put in a lot of sacrifice and hard work into raising our dogs. Our volunteers strengthen our mission in many ways, such as providing wonderful homes to our breeder dogs, helping our dogs while they're here at the facility, and fostering over 300 dogs at any given time to provide the foundational training and socialization experiences critical to becoming a fully trained service dog, as Jennifer was mentioning. Paws also employs around 60 staff members who work every day of the year to care for and train each of our dogs. Our staff ensures that our dogs meet the highest standards of health and care, that our over 2,000 volunteers and families have the support that they need, and that each service dog is trained to provide the life-changing tasks for their partner. And finally, I want to recognize our generous donors. Each highly trained service dog represents an investment of about $40,000, a cost that reflects the extensive training and care these incredible dogs receive. Each family is here today thanks to the support of their own communities and also from generous donors who support Paws in order to reduce the amount that families are asked to raise. So if you are here today and part of our Paws community, whether that's a volunteer, a staff member, a donor, a combination of those, would you please stand if you're able so we can recognize and thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you. I also want to recognize our class sponsor, Journey Advisory Group. This is the second class they have sponsored because they truly believe in the mission of Paws. Their sponsorship supports each of the families graduating here today. Would you also join me in thanking our class sponsor? Thank you all so much. So if you are here today or watching online, if you have any questions about donating, volunteering, or sponsoring, I'd love to invite you to be part of our mission. You can check out our website for next steps, or we also have more information on the back of your programs that you grabbed today. I also invite anyone here to join us for a tour immediately following graduation. Again, congratulations to the new teams, and I'd like to pass it off to our class lead, Molly.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Laser Lemon graduation. My name is Molly. I have the honor of being the Laser Lemon class lead. So I spent the last 10 days teaching all these families how to work with their new service dogs. I've loved watching from the very first day to now certified service dog handlers handling their dogs with such grace. We've done from behavior disruption to search and rescue to medical alert, even got stuck in the rain a few times during search and rescue. I've truly loved working with all you guys in this class, and I'm going to start introducing them all to you guys now. So for the very first time, the first service dog team I would love to introduce is Camden and Callie. I can take her phone if you want.
Camden is going to probably speak more than me. Say hi. No, you're not going to, huh? All right. There are a lot of people here. Hi, everybody. My name is Josh Scheidt. We're graduating our service dog, Callie, today for our son, Camden. I'm going to try and keep it together. We're from Richmond, Virginia, so we're going to be starting our crammed drive home here very soon. It's amazing how much less room we have than we did on the way out here. The Paws training, the staff, the fellow class members, everybody's been incredible over the last week and a half. and very grateful to have had all of you on our journey. I've actually never been around animals this special. I've been a dog owner my whole life, but these are very, very unique animals. And our little Callie's intelligence is absolutely off the charts, which is a little scary sometimes. But she's bonded really, really quickly with our family, especially Camden. Camden has a very rare genetic disorder called Phelan-McDermid syndrome. It presents itself as intellectual disabilities, developmental delays, absent speech, and a whole host of other challenges. We actually happen to have two of these very unique individuals in this class, which is pretty special. Camden's also been newly diagnosed with a severe epilepsy disorder called Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. So our goals for Camden's service dog have evolved over the last year as Camden's medical conditions have changed pretty drastically. The Paws staff worked with us to adapt our plan for now and how we look towards our future. From here, our hope is Callie's going to become Camden's companion, his comfort and security, his watchful eye, and his best friend. That's right. As we continue this journey and search for new treatments for Camden, our hope is that Callie will grow with him and her skills will expand as his needs change. I want to express our deep gratitude to Carol and Olivia for fostering Callie, for his trainers, Jeannie and Bethany, and of course the entire Paws staff that laid the foundation for her. You all are handing over an incredibly special animal, and I want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
The next service dog team is Olivia and Volt.
All right, guys, that was a hard one to follow. So I'm Carly. This is Bella, Olivia, Volt. And Olivia has a sister, Riley, and her dad, Jeremy, are at home watching. So hi. We are from Richmond, Virginia as well, and we also share the same genetic disorder as Camden. And we heard about Paws from other families that share Olivia's genetic disorder. So we have a pretty small community. I think it's about 3,000 worldwide. And we have a family support group on Facebook. And quite a few of our kiddos have dogs from here. So they came highly recommended. And all those families have told us what a game changer they are for our kids. This experience has been amazing. All the staff made it so easy to learn and understand. Everybody was patient. Would go over things over and over again until they knew you were comfortable doing the tasks that they had you do. I've actually found it to be really magical and therapeutic. His main job for her will be tethering to her. She has always been an eloper, so since she could walk, if we weren't carrying her, trying to hold her hand, she would be trying to run off. It's hard sometimes to check out and scan if you've got your child on your hip and your purse and your groceries. And also going out as a family, a lot of times we do divide and conquer because Olivia is a lot to keep up with, and it kind of takes away from the experience we're trying to give the whole family. but Volt's going to allow us to do that now. The first time we tethered at the mall, it was crazy. Like, it was like something was lifted off my shoulders and I could enjoy my time. We went on one break to Walmart with my oldest daughter who, she's used to me rushing in and out of places because it's so hard with Livy. And we just relaxed and walked and looked at stuff and he was so good. And she was enjoying not having to be carried or in a cart. So I just can't wait to see all the fun things we all get to do together as a family now. And I just want to thank everybody for everything. I mean, from the donors, the people that volunteer their free time to do this is just beautiful to me because I'm sure it's a pretty big commitment. And to the staff that works so hard to answer our questions outside of class and to make sure that we're doing everything we need to do and learning everything that we need to learn. Thank you to the donors. Thank you to all the people that donated to Livy's fundraiser. I just can't say thank you enough.
The next service dog team is Trinity and Tommy.
Hi, I'm Beth, and this is Trinity, and we are from Paola, Kansas, just outside of Kansas City. And what Tommy's doing for us and has been doing for us in training is alerting us to her seizures. We're going to get him to where he just continually barks if she has a seizure until we get there to help. It's going to give her more independence and give us some space so that we don't have to be next to her all the time. We'd also like him to get to where he pre-alerts too, and that would just be a game changer. So we appreciate the program and the staff and the volunteers and the trainers. Thank you.
Next service dog team is Trenton and Duke.
Hello, everyone. I'm Terry, and this is Trenton and Duke. Duke's main function will be to, with blood sugar management, and hopefully give Trenton a little more freedom. We have really enjoyed being here. The staff is awesome. We got to meet one of Duke's earlier trainers today, and you can see the love between Trenton and between Duke and his earlier trainer and the other trainers here. They've all been wonderful. We enjoyed the outings. We got to go to the mall. We've been to different places with him, and Trenton and I kind of learned a lesson at the mall, and that's you have to be prepared. If you'll notice, something never really crossed my mind at all. Now it's constantly on my mind. But we kind of learned about this place through Trenton's mother did some research through Google, and then further research through the internet, and found out that this place is awesome. And being here, you really tell, you can see the love for family and for everybody. Thank you so much for what you've done for us.
Next service dog team is Jacob and Biscuit.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, first of all, to support us in this graduation. This is Luke, Jacob, and Abigail. This is Biscuit, who will be Jacob's service dog. and my husband, James, and I'm Amber. I'm not sure what to say. I didn't plan like I usually do. I'm type A, so this is kind of weird for me that I did not plan out a speech. But in short, we actually applied when Jacob was 2.5. Jacob has Down syndrome. He loves to run. He loves to laugh and smile and blow kisses to everyone, which means he just takes off. We have not been able to breathe since Mr. Jacob has been born. And I feel like Carly was saying, I feel like we can breathe. Biscuit will be tethering Jacob, so we can actually go places more on my own, not always needing Grammy and Grampy, not always needing my husband to go anywhere. So we can go to more museums. I can just picture us going more places. And we practiced tethering at the mall just a few days ago for the first time. And just like Carly said, it was unreal, not worrying so much. We've lost him quite a few times, thankfully not more than 2 minutes at a time, but it's a fear that you never want to experience in real life. And now we won't have to. So along with tethering, he will also be helping Jacob with some mobility and balance. So we have another harness besides this one that helps with longer days when Jacob gets tired. The low tone with Down syndrome makes him get tired quicker. So we don't always have to just resort to a stroller. We can probably use the dog more for more mobility and balance. And on top of that, Jacob has just finally started to want the dog to give him deep pressure over his lap, which is a game changer. Jacob loves dogs, but usually it takes a little bit of time for him to get used to dogs and get used to different sensations. So for him to ask us to put the dog over the past few nights has been really exciting because we're only 10 days into this. And I feel like, what could a year bring? You know, all these different things that we can do in a year or even just a month. We can't believe it. So thank you, Molly. Thank you, Zoe. All the trainers have been like every single question. It's kind of crazy. Sometimes I ask questions multiple times and every single trainer has the exact same answer, which gives me just so much confidence that I know they know what they're talking about. They are like quick. They don't have to hesitate. Everything has been on point. We have been just completely enthralled with how clean the facility is, how amazing these dogs are. Even the dogs in training, they're not really, they came up to me and they were like, oh, this dog just came to me. Like Zoe was like, this is one of my newest dogs. I'm like, well, he's still doing everything my dog doesn't do at home. So it's like, it's on point. They are, from the bottom of my heart, guys, like, I'm not going to cry like everyone else. Okay. I told myself I wouldn't, but I just thank you so much for putting the time in. Thank you for knowing that this is more than just training a dog. This is like changing a life, changing a family. So thank you to the trainers. Thank you to the staff, the volunteer, Abigail, and where are you? Oh, there you are, Emily. Thank you so much for fostering. And we know you guys are going to miss Biscuit, but we're going to send tons of pictures your way. And Grammy and Grampy, couldn't do it without you guys. Grammy and Grampy have been watching the 3 kids for these 10 days so we can actually focus because it's kind of hard to focus with 3, 6 and under just at your feet. So thank you, Grammy and Grampy. And I don't know if is that everything? Thank you all so much.
The next service dog team is Ray and Altair. I'll hold him for you.
Hi, my name is Christy, and this is Ray. Ray just wants to stand here for a second so you guys can see him, but he's a little scared, so he's going to sit down. We're here from Minneapolis, Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes. How I heard about Paws, we were in a time frame where we were struggling really bad, where it took 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 hours to transition into our classroom, and I had a runner. Outings were really hard. Anything we did was hard, and it still can be hard. We've gotten good with a lot of therapy, but just by chance of searching, like, what else can I do as a parent to help my child so that he doesn't struggle and he can enjoy outings and just life, because it was pretty hard when you have different facilities and schools calling you all the time that they can't care for your son or that he's having outbursts that they can't help with. Um, Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I think class has been really good. It's very exciting to finally be at the end because it was such a journey just getting here. It's really beautiful to see the bond that Ray and Altair have, and I'm really excited to be able to do trips and outings with them and not have to worry about him being lost or running around. We've done a few trips already, like even to the museum or Kings Island, and that was really fun. Our goals are just to really grow together and live life the way we're supposed to, without worries, without stress, and him just being able to be calm and comforted by Altair. I really want to thank everybody. It's been such a beautiful journey, and we're really grateful to be here and be a part of Fort Paws. I think things don't always happen by chance, and I'm just very grateful that for whatever reason, somehow when I was looking, I did find this program. And yeah, just really thank you to everybody, the trainers, the volunteers, people who foster. We're grateful to be here, and we're grateful for Altair. So thank you.
Next service dog team is Declan and Nigel.
Hello, everyone. My name is Josh, my wife Amber, and of course Declan. The reason that we're here today, and we're got the pleasure of being paired with Nigel. From the start, we could tell, Nigel is a very special dog. We've had dogs as well, and right away he kind of spoke out to us, and seeing Declan and Nigel already has been pretty special. Fort Paws kind of came to us when we were really struggling. That kind of answered, our call for help. When my wife here is such a great advocate for our son. Declan elopes, has trouble with transitions, going different places, and needs and outlets. So Fort Paws has been here to help answer the call for help. So we're grateful for that. Tasks. Change of anything. Declan's really on a schedule. So transitioning from even something that's not preferred to something that's preferred. Nigel's going to be there and let Declan kind of be the leader and take command and be able to help go into different areas. Now the big one that came to us was the search and rescue. Declan kind of helped us be introduced to one of our neighbors. Has a race car, so that was kind of the big moment. They're always so fast, you always underestimate them. So having that sense of security for us is going to be huge. And thank you for everyone that's helped get us here, all the donations, the fosters, Mariella, Lori, everyone, all the trainers. The experience here has been phenomenal, and we're just so thankful. Anything else? No? Okay. All right. Thank you.
The next service dog team is Zach and Nugget.
Hi, everybody. Well, it is a lot of people here. My name is Mandy. This is my husband, Tanto. Here's the little Zach. Say hi.
Hi.
And that's Zach's best friend, Nugget. We came from Eastern Pennsylvania, just a little bit outside of Philadelphia. We want to first say shout out to our daughter, Olivia. Hi, Olivia. She's watching, and the grandparents at home who's watching too. So we heard about Paws from a Autism Speaks walk that's several years ago, where my son was eloping so much that we were so concerned, and we met family that who brought the service dogs for walk, and that's how we get understanding that hey, there is something else we could do to help our sons, so that we don't need to be worried about it. But fast forward a few years later, Zach's elopement has been getting better, but we're also noticing that his sleeping issue is not the best. So since Zach has a pair with a Nugget, Nugget pretty much been sleeping in the same room as Zach for the last 3-4 nights. I usually have to wake up 3-4 times a night just to check on him, especially when he was eloping. I'm afraid for him climbing the walls and windows, as many families saw this week that he did climb on the window. Now with Nugget, I don't need to worry about it as so much. That Nugget seems to be helping them to stay calm, helping Zach to be able to sleep better. And then also Nugget seems to be noticing Zach's emotions to kind of come near him when Zach having a big emotion or feeling a little bit anxious there as well too. So as for the class here, it's been amazing. We never owned a pet before. No joke. A pet before. We didn't know what to expect. We were so worried. I was overly anxious. Don't know if I'm going to be the right, dog mom for our little baby or not. But the people here are just so helpful. The training class from Molly, trainer Erica, and all the training staff here has been amazing. I have a tons of a question, or there's also questions that I don't know that I should be asking. But thank you for our friend Amber's here that who's asking all the questions. Go Amber! Really helping out the newbies here, that's for sure. Just show a little funny story here about Nugget. We have been taking Nugget out since second night, going to restaurants, shopping, everything went really well. One thing that we found out about Nugget is she has a special love for Costco. The first trip we went there, she left a gift there. And then I would say, at that moment, I was so appreciative of my husband. I have never seen him run that fast to grab all the cleaning supplies, clean the floor. Looks like nothing happened. When the Costco staff came, they were like, "Oh, I heard there was an accident." And then the other staff was like, "Oh, I think the customer cleaned it up. It's all good. No smell, everything's good." So I very appreciate my husband for that. Well, lastly, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all the donors out there. Thank you for the foster parents, the Bates family, Debbie and Sarah, the Ziegler's family, Liz and Evans, and then, all the volunteers out there. I think I also met John's out there, and all the volunteers out there who is really training, setting the foundation for Nugget to be the perfect service dog, not just for Zach, but for our family. And thank you all. That's all.
The next service dog team is Tyler, Lila, and Echo.
Hey, buddy. Folks, thank every one of you. I thank every one of you for being here. We are the Paul family. My name is Chris. This is my wife, Amy. This is Lila, aged 10, and Lila has Down syndrome. This is Tyler, age 5, and he has something called WARS 2, which essentially is a mitochondrial disorder which affects movement, essentially a movement disorder. There's imbalance and stability issues and things of that sort. And, of course, Echo. Echo's original given name is Teak. Lila here, being a Super Mario fan, wanted Bowser. We thought, yeah, let's maybe have your brothers agree on a name along with you. So after a long, exhaustive list, we came up with Teak. And to my main man, Caleb, my son Caleb, who can't be here, he's 8. He's a great brother to these two, and has taken a shine to Echo quite a bit. And thank you, Jan and Charlie, my in-laws, for being here as well. We're originally from Cincinnati. We're coming up here from Lebanon, so it's about a 40-minute drive here. We had the good privilege of being able to start the bonding on our home turf, so to speak. And it's going really well. What do you think, buddy? You think it's going well? This has been a fantastic experience, this class. I would describe it as wonderful exhaustion, but the key word there is wonderful. So some things we hope to see between Echo and a partner. Well, firstly, I want to preface that I'm very thankful for what Lila is able to do. She's able to speak, she's able to talk, she's able to read, and she's able to run. And run she does. So she's been lost at Kings Island for about a half hour, lost at our zoo for about a half hour. Yeah, you can flex on that. No. Well, those parents here who know, the hypervigilance, it takes a toll. There's just a different level of exhaustion that the hypervigilance causes. Like she's an impulsive escape artist, so tracking and tethering are going to be game-changing elements in this equation. What that means is more family events where we can be a great deal more at ease. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah. And you got your muscles indeed. And additionally, just the confidence boost for Tyler as he continues to grow in his strength and balance and walking capacity and helping him socialize with his peers. We see all these as absolute game changers that are forthcoming. And just the overarching goal is just amplified, elevated life, enriched family relationships, opportunities to meet others, chance to increase awareness of this organization and the needs it serves as well. Having a service dog is a great conversation starter for sure. And in closing, I just wanted to first thank Amy, my wife, for patiently endeavoring to bring this all together. You say thanks, Mommy?
I do my exercise.
You get your exercise. You do it. Kathy Barnes, who may or may not be here, she was an invaluable resource and support. I want to thank all the training staff, all who raised Echo. Amy and I were joking that essentially we are reaping the reward for tireless labor. I shouldn't say labor, but tireless work and diligent work these last 2 years. We are so thankful for the work that was poured in to this sweet girl right here. To all the donors here today, thank you so much. I say again, your support is allowing us to cast a bright, hopeful, and exciting vision for what is to come. Thank you. God bless you.
And our very last but not least service dog team is Kaylin and Eli.
Hello, we're the Erics. I'm Sam. This is my wife, Emily, my son, Rory,
Wyatt,
and our daughter, Kaylin, and her new partner in crime, Eli. We're from Dayton, Ohio. We're about 30 minutes away from here. So hopefully we'll be around the area just to play in the park and see other service dogs. How did the class go for us? Well, first of all, I would like to thank the class for putting up with my family, putting up with our daughter trying to run away 3 or 4 times a day, or my youngest child coming out of the playroom saying, "I gotta pee," like 2 or 3 more times. The class was unexpectedly fun and stress-free, which is shocking for us. Everybody here made us feel very comfortable. Sorry. This is how it is all the time. So I would like to thank everyone. What things do we hope to see our service dog do? Just enjoy life, make Kaylin's life better. She's very adventurous. She likes to go outdoors. She does like to run. So helping her stay with us, go outside, have fun, lay on the ground together, because she likes to do that no matter where she is. She actually did that in Target our first day out, and Eli just laid there with her for like 5 minutes. It was great. And also being that social gap for her, because she's nonverbal, so it's hard for her to make friends sometimes. So Eli being there, just having people to come up to her and talk to her would be great. What goals do we have? So bridge the social gap and give my wife a chance to go out without me. We have 3 kids. Her hands are full all the time. She likes to run. Eli will give her a chance to keep Kaylin safe while also being there for our other kids. I'm in the military, so I'm out a lot. I'm actually going out here in a couple weeks. So this will give my wife the opportunity to be able to go and be active and social without me. And the people we would like to thank. So if I forget anyone, I'm sorry. My wife wrote this, so don't blame me. So we would like to thank our friends, family, community that donated and supported our fundraising, Eli's volunteers, trainers, David and Karen Mills, Carrie Getter, Avery Kennedy, and our trainer here, Molly, along with all the other trainers who worked with us. And in closing, I would also like to put a round of applause for Molly. This is her last day of work here. So if we could just give her a quick round of applause. Thank you for all you do. We appreciate you. That's all I got.
All right, can we give another round of applause for all the service dog teams?